Sports, where we've got all of our content live, or you can archive it. The Captain Lou Extravaganza, or the Extravaganza with Captain Lou and Mitch, the ACHA Power Play, the Daily Dive, Pete's Power Plays, Rome in the Morning, Just What Happened, everything that we've got our live sports right here on 12 Ounce Sports. Well, the day is here. That's right. The hype is done. Thank goodness. Some random thoughts here on Super Bowl Sunday as we get set for the big game coming up at about 6:15 or so with the kickoff. Kansas City and Philadelphia. We can finally get this one underway. I don't know about you, but yeah, I'm over the hype. 2 weeks obviously is a little too long. But some of the thoughts I've got on the game, I go back and forth on this. Number one, am I tired of the Chiefs' fatigue? I don't know. I mean, they're going for a three-peat, something that we have not seen in the Super Bowl era. Now, I know it's been done. The Packers did it in the 60s, right before the Super Bowl. They won 3 NFL championships in the early 60s, and then again in the mid-60s, including Super Bowl I and II. So, yeah, they've got the claim that they've won 3 straight national or world championships. Not in many people's lifetimes, but, they are indeed a holder of that record. So I guess we have to count them in. But in the Super Bowl era, this is not happening. We've got a chance to see history. And, I'm all about watching Super Bowl history. I'm all about watching history being made. What I want to see is a good game. A team that's deserving of it. And you can say what you want about Kansas City, maybe getting some of the calls this year. There's people that say it's a conspiracy out there that Kansas City, the NFL wants them to do it. Well, it's amazing to me, some of the things that I do hear and I watch, and that's the great thing with social media is everybody pisses and moans about Tom Brady, how he got away with this, how he got away with that. The Chiefs were the Patriots were cheaters and all that. Yet they're the same ones that complain about Kansas City. Well, here's a chance for you New England haters. Should Patrick Mahomes win today, should Andy Reid win today, they'll do something that has not been done by Tom Brady or by Bill Belichick or anybody else since Vince Lombardi and Bart Starr, and that's win 3 straight Super Bowls. So who knows? I got a feeling it's going to happen. I think Kansas City's going to win. As a bettor, I can't pick against Kansas City until they lose. That's just how I feel about it. So I'm going to go right here with my prediction. I'm going to put it out there right now. Kansas City's going to win 34-31. I think it's going to be a back and forth game. So yes, I'm going to put some cheese on the over on this one. I think it's going to go over 48.5. We talked yesterday. We had Presley's power plays, Presley's picks, if you will. See if I can bring it up on his parlay, the teaser parlay, her teaser parlay, I mean. And she's got Philadelphia plus 7.5 and over 42.5. I think this is going to be an easy pick right here. It's minus 120. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about that. I think Kansas City's going to win. I really do. And then this is going to start to beg the question, should they win? Then you got to ask yourself, is Patrick Mahomes one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback in our lifetime? I mean, he'll be in some rarefied air. Obviously, as we mentioned, the first one since Bart Starr to win 3 straight world championships. Nobody in the Super Bowl era. Joe Montana couldn't do it. Tom Brady couldn't do it. Troy Aikman, Terry Bradshaw. Nobody could do it. Go back to Bob Greasy. He couldn't do it. So, yeah, this would be a chance for him to rewrite the record book, and he's got to be up there should they win today. What about Andy Reid? All the success he had in Philadelphia, going to 5 straight NFC championship games. He got to the Super Bowl only once. I get it. But he was the epitome of success and consistency with success with Philadelphia. Needed a change, went to Kansas City, and all he's done there is win. And it's been a thing of beauty. And he's one of the good guys in the sport, too. And it's great to see that. And for good people. And I think Andy Reid's a good person. And I think Patrick Mahomes is, too. So you may not like Taylor Swift. You might think that's old. Personally, I think it is a little bit. But to me, that's not going to take away from it should they win. But on the other side of the coin, I've always preached how much I like Jalen Hurts. The guy's been a winner. The guy's done it with class everywhere he's been. Alabama, transferred to Oklahoma. He won there. He's gotten to Philadelphia. He's gotten to the Super Bowl. He's made a good showing for himself there. Now he's back. A model of consistency there. another one, in my opinion, one of the good guys in the sport. So either way, it's going to be gratifying for me, but I'm going to lean towards Kansas City, I think, in this one. I really think they're going to win 34-31, as I mentioned. So a couple of our prop bets. I mentioned Presley had a dream last night or yesterday morning that Kansas City won the coin toss. So I'm going to go with that. How can you not bet on the Super Bowl without betting on the coin toss? It's like apple pie and whatever. So I'm going to take Kansas City winning the coin toss. So that's at plus 100. And Patrick Mahomes, he's won us some dog biscuits and pizza pies throughout the year, or the playoff year anyways, with his going over on his rushing attempts. So we're going to stick with that. Plus over 5 rushing attempt, over 5.5, I guess you could say, minus 134. So we're going to go with that one. And I think there's going to be some points scored. So that means there's going to be some yardage gained in this Super Bowl. I know the defenses are fairly decent, but I just have a hunch for Philadelphia to keep it close. Jalen Hurts is going to have to be the man. So I could see him getting over 275 yards combined, rushing and passing tonight. So I'm going to go with this one, especially at plus 123. So, all right, we're going to talk a little bit more about this, but first, let's take a break right here on an extravagant few minutes on 12 Ounce Sports.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them. Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
That's right. We are your ticket broker, and we don't charge some of those crazy fees that you will see on some of these other secondary markets. And just a reminder, there's tickets available for tonight's game. I know it's quick notice, but if you're in the New Orleans area or if you're on a plane to get down there and you're looking for tickets, why not go through us? You can still get them. The tickets are dropping. You can get in there for only under $2,500. It's that simple. It's cheap, man. It's cheap. Or if you're going to be like me, you're going to watch it on the couch. But if you are willing to go to the game and you're in that area and you haven't got tickets yet, go to 12ouncesports.com/tickets, or just go to our website, 12ouncesports.com, and hit the promo or hit the ticket tab. It'll take you right there. It's that simple. And you'll get yourself a ticket or two to Super Bowl 59 to see the Chiefs and the Eagles. So, all right, a couple more random thoughts on the game. What to look for this afternoon or tonight, I should say. I don't know. But before that, how much of the pregame show are you going to watch? Are you tired of the 5 and 6 hour pregame, blah, blah, blah? I know I'm not going to watch any of it. I'll probably tune it in about a little after 6, maybe to watch the national anthem. I'm not going to bet on the prop bet on how long that's going to take or whatever. You can only talk about the game for so much. You listen to it throughout the week. You know, the angles are there. You know, who's got to do what. I don't know. It's going to come down to me. You know, to me, it's basic. Who makes the fewest mistakes? Who can create the most mistakes and take advantage of them? Are they going to be able to stop Kansas City in their passing game, you know, in the middle of the field? Can they contain Travis Kelce? I mean, he's going to get his opportunities. You know, he's going to get his targets. Is it going to be somebody that we're not thinking about that's going to step up besides maybe Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelce and Isaiah Pacheco, maybe a Worthy or Juju Smith-Schuster? Or if you're on Philadelphia, who's going to step up? Is it going to be Dallas Goedert doing some damage tonight for the Eagles? Saquon Barkley's going to get his touches. Is Kansas City going to key on him? So many different variables in this game. That's what makes it fun. So, yeah, it'll be fun to watch. And my next question is, if you're like me and you don't have a skin in the game, maybe besides a couple of people awake until 10:30. If you're like me, you got to get up at 3:30 to go to work. I hate to say it, but I don't think I'm gonna. I'll put it on DVR so I can watch the end of it if I have to. But when it gets to be about 9:30, and if I want my 6 hours of sleep tonight, I'm sorry. It's not that I'm bitter, but if the Lions aren't in it, I'm not going to stay up and lose sleep to watch it. It'll be a fun game. I'll read about it tomorrow. I'll watch the end of it if indeed I have to. But the pomp and circumstances there, it's just about over. It's going to be a great game tonight. And it's going to be Kansas City 34 and Philadelphia 31. That's my prediction again. So my last question to you about the game, what is going to be your go-to meal tonight for the game? Is it going to be chicken wings? Is it going to be pizza pie? Is it going to be nachos, whatever you want? For us tonight, we thought since it's a holiday, we're going to have turkey dinner. We're going to make turkey and mashed potatoes and the fixings, a little salad. We'll have it before the game starts. We'll have a full belly before the game. But that's going to be our go-to meal. We thought we'd do something different tonight. It's just going to be me and my bride tonight. And Presley, our wonder dog with the picks extraordinaire, the three of us are going to watch the game tonight. She's going to have her dog biscuits, and we're going to have our turkey dinner tonight. So that's going to be our pregame meal and our meal to get us in to Super Bowl 59. Another random thought I want to close the show with here tonight, not Super Bowl related, but something I was thinking about this morning. What if you're Dalton Knecht and you got traded to the Charlotte Hornets and the Lakers didn't want you, so they decided they're going to up and trade you? You get over there and you find out 2 to 3 days later that you can't go. The trade was rescinded. And now you're heading back to Los Angeles. I've often wondered about that. How does one feel after they've been traded, knowing that they weren't wanted to be there in the first place? Now they got to go back into the locker room and be with the same players. Now, most of the players, they don't care. It's a business. They get it. And it's not them that made the trade, but it's management and it's your head coach. How do you go into that locker room? How does J.J. Redick approach this, or any coach that trades a player only to find out that that trade got revoked because someone fails a physical or whatnot, and all of a sudden you got to welcome that player back and act like nothing's happened? How do you do that? That's a question I've often thought about in pro sports. And it's unfortunately going to start happening in college sports. What about the player that goes in the transfer portal and maybe finds out that the grass isn't always greener, and he wants to come back? And the coach is put in a spot where, you know what, yeah, we're going to take him back. But in professional sports, especially the NBA, and a team like the Lakers, who we all know who's running it, LeBron, how do you face them? What's your attitude when you go back after you've been traded and the trade doesn't work out? That's kind of what I've always wondered, and especially in this situation now, such a high-profile week it was for the Lakers with them getting Anthony Davis traded to Dallas for Luka Doncic, and who knows, that trade might even be rescinded because of a failed physical. How would Anthony Davis go back to that team and want to play with LeBron or J.J. Redick? Or, again, any athlete in any ilk that gets traded and then it's rescinded and you go back. How does the coach look that player in the eye? How does the owner or the general manager, how do they conduct themselves? I wonder what the friction's like initially in the locker room. That's one thing I would love to see sometime. The trade that gets rebuked or rescinded and the players come back. How welcome do they feel? How much do they really want to play? But then if they want to make the big money and continue to make the big money, then they got to suck it up and do it, I guess. I don't know. All right, that's going to do it for an extravagant few minutes, some random thoughts here on Super Bowl Sunday. Enjoy the big game tonight. Everybody stay safe. If you're going to be out and about, share a ride or call a cab or Uber. Please don't drink and drive, but enjoy yourself. Hope your hangovers aren't too bad tomorrow morning on this holiday that is Super Bowl Sunday. All right, Captain Lou, thanking you for welcoming us into your homes and on your computers, your laptops, your television sets, whatever, however you watch us around the world here on 12 Ounce Sports. This reminder, keep your heads up, keep your sticks down, keep your feet moving, and as always, keep your minds open. So long, everybody.